Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today you find me in Pulbourgh High Street. It's the nearest place to park to I wanted to go to. Today I'm going to be taking you for a paddleboard ride down the River Arun. Hopefully a bit more successful than my last video. We're going to head off in that direction to where the nearest put-in is. So this is the car park near to the put-in. I did come to try and park here, but some of these spaces weren't available when I tried, and as you can see it's not an ideal way to be parking. As you can probably see by that black car, the sort of front of the car is getting mounted on the roadway, so I didn't want to damage it, so don't mind a short walk. So Pulbourgh town centre was fine. A lot of this car park is taken up by the business that's running from here, enabling people to pay to kayak down the river. After the last disaster of losing the camera in the river, I've invested in this type of case to put a phone in, and I'll be recording this on the phone. The outside of this is inflatable, so should the worst case happen, it fall into the water, it will float, so shouldn't be losing a camera on this visit. Here we come across the first bridge, which is the railway bridge for the Pulbourgh train line. I have to say, this part of the river, maybe it's just the day that I'm on, but it's a lot calmer than further south. But still got motorboats coming up here and sort of upsetting the river, and probably eroding the banks as well. Just goes to show how experience matters in these things, because just run aground. So I guess I need to be going through that gap rather than this one. This part of the river is a lot calmer, almost like a mill pond. There is obviously a current, but not huge. Also, there seems to be a lot more opportunities to get out of the river here. When you're further south of Amberley, the sides of the river are all coated by reed beds, and it makes it virtually impossible at this time of year to get out, should you need to. But obviously as we get a bit further into the paddle, it might change. I believe the current is going inward, and I haven't checked the tide times. I've been a little bit slapdash with this video, just grabbed the paddleboard and headed to the river, so I haven't checked tide times, but it feels like it's going that way, but if it is, it's very gentle. Also seems to be a lot more wildlife up here. The ducks don't seem to be fazed by the kayakers or the paddleboarders. So just over there is a garden centre. Can't think of the name of it offhand, but I'll insert it down on the screen below. And I'm guessing this is some kind of farm bridge. Doesn't look like it's open to the public. But I know we're near that garden centre because there is a small train that rides around it, and I can hear the horn going for the train, so definitely know we're in the right place. So I found an old dock, managed to get out of the river. So my goal was to get to Stopham Bridge, and I've just paddled on a little bit further than there because there's quite loud music going on, and there is a pub there called the White Hart which is very popular. And at one point I was wondering whether or not I should be getting out at Stopham and having a drink, but being that it's a bank holiday weekend in August, I said it seems extremely busy and I'd probably look a bit out of place in some paddle boarding gear there, so decided against that. Once I go back through Stopham Bridge, I'll put some notes on the screen. It's quite an old bridge and has been replaced by a newer car bridge, and the noise from the cars as well is quite loud as well, so you wouldn't be able to hear me talk. Not that I know whether you can hear me talk through this waterproof case actually. I haven't experimented prior to coming out. So yeah, I'm going to head back now. We'll get some pictures of anything interest on the way through, and I'll catch you when I get back out at Pulbourgh. Not sure what this is, looks a bit like an old bridge. Comment down below if you know what it is. So, finished the paddle. Fairly uneventful other than losing the sunglasses, prescription ones as well, so seemed destined to lose things in the river, but that's my fault. Should have had something on to lasso them to my neck. Anyway, this is the put in, put out, and as you can see it's a sort of a hard footing, so by far the easiest way to get in and out, no struggling with mud or anything like that, so would definitely recommend it. And as a river experience, a great river experience, because even though you can visibly see the tide is going that way, I managed to paddle without any problem against the tide, so all good. So if you could like and subscribe, it will help me to make more videos just like this.